Hi, good evening everybody. Welcome to Sabres to the Future. This is the video on the channel, if you're new here, that talks about the players within our pipeline, our organization that have yet to don the Sabres jersey. So we're going to talk about the 5 guys I believe that can break through and cut the squad this year, guys. Because nobody's probably thinking of this. They're looking at our... I'm going to be doing another video tonight on our actual, what I think our roster will look like this year on opening night, what our lineup will look like. So I'm going to give you guys 5 names. I'm going to go in order, who I believe has the best chance, and work my way up, okay? So let's get at it, guys. All right, here's number 5. Matt Savoy has to cut this list. He's too good of a prospect not to cut this list. He had another good solid year. And he's now 19. Yes, he'll be 20 in January. I think we have to give him a serious look. And, 5'9", 179 pounds. It's strong. It's still strong. It's like Danny Briere size strong, you know what I mean? And another good solid year. And I think there's a very good chance that, one of these guys could just surprise. They could just surprise. So he comes in for me at number 5. Number 4. Zach Benson, folks, for me comes in at number 4 just out of pure talent and his 200-foot game. I think I wanted to put him higher. I'll be honest, I wanted to put Benson higher. But 5'9", 163, he's really a bit heavier than that. But I'll go with what this says. He's really like 170, close to 5'10". But then again, guys, you're always going to get mixture of heights and weights when it comes to these clips that I show you. Different sites have different numbers. But Zach Benson, I think just a pure talent, could surprise us and could cut the squad. He could. He could actually surprise everybody this year and just cut the squad, and we'd be like, oh my goodness, But I got him number 4, so he's not in my favorites to do it. Number 3, one of my own personal that I believe could happen. Might surprise some of you. Here we go. Oliver Nadeau, power forward, 204 pounds, 6'2". In the 34 games he played last year, he had 22 goals, 24 assists, didn't lose a beat, came right back. And if you look in 34 games, he was a plus 41. In the playoffs, 13 games, 7 goals, 8 assists for 15 points. Oliver Nadeau, for me, guys, is the dark horse that could cut the squad this year. He could cut the squad. Now, I'm taking size into this one, okay? Size, strength. You got to start taking, at some point, you got to start taking that into consideration over the talent when they're this young, I believe, So I got Oliver Nadeau. Number 3, I think it's a fair pick because there's other guys that I'm sure aren't on this list that you guys want to see, but these are just the 5 that I came up with. All right, guys, number 2. Yuri Kulik. Yuri Kulik, as we seen last year, had just a terrific year with Rochester. In the 62 games, he had 24 goals, 22 assists, a -7, mind you, but I'm not too worried about that. It was his first year. 5'11", 172 pounds, very steady season. I think he impressed many people more than what was expected. I think it's safe to say that he surprised a lot of people. He's just turned 19, so let's keep in mind he did that at 18 years old. Now, will he cut the team this year? There's a good chance. There is a good chance. I think most Sabres will agree, or say, actually, he is the favorite. So I got him coming in at 2nd. And who do I got coming in at number 1, guys? Here we go. I think Ryan Johnson could cut the squad. We're going to have to trade out some defensemen, guys. We are overloaded in defensemen right now. But Ryan Johnson is definitely a very possible candidate to just cut the squad all of a sudden. He did a lot of his development already. He is now 22. As you guys see, just turned 22. And Good chance he can cut the squad, I think. He would be my favorite to cut the squad because nobody's really talking about him, and he's at that point in his career, his age and everything. It's just the timing seems right. For me, the timing seems right. You know, it just seems like, you know, he's average size guy, 6 foot, 173 pounds. He's probably a little bigger. When you've seen him in interviews, I found, especially in the Frozen Four, you seen like he had that veteran look to him with the beard and everything, you know. He just looked to me like that kind of guy that looks NHL ready to me. He just has that look about him. And guys, that's just players that aren't on our team, that might not be on our team this year that I just showed you. Isn't that incredible to look at, eh? That's just incredible to look at. You know? Oh, guys, I wanted to show you another visual. What do you think about this if I got a rug made of this on my wall? Check it out. Well, what do you think, guys? Should I get it? No, I didn't think so. So, yeah, that's my 5 picks, guys. I think there's a realistic shot that one of these guys should cut the team this year. But then we have to look at the roster and say, well, okay, but if somebody cuts the team, who misses? Right? Who's going to miss? Who's not going to be on the team this year? Somebody has to be gone. We can't just overload the roster. We're already overloaded right now. We're sitting on way too many defensemen right now. We're sitting on some players I'm not crazy that we have still in this team, but I get it. They want to keep some leadership on the team, but at the same time, I love to see some of these kids come up. You know, I'm excited for these kids to start making the roster, and I got to be patient. I got to be one of those fans like some of you and wait. Might have to wait another year to see some of these faces, but I got a feeling, a sneaky suspicion, one of those 5 faces I showed you tonight is going to make the team this year. And, you know, Oliver Nadeau keeps ringing in my head, guys. It keeps ringing in my head. It's kind of what we need on this team. It's what we lack on this team, kind of. I'm not going to say we lack big physical guys, because we have some. They're just not playing physical enough. But if we get like Oliver Nadeau onto this team, there's no pressure on him right away if he cuts the squad. You know, I can't wait to see what happens once camp gets underway, because we don't really know. We're gonna have a better idea then. You know, that's only when you know. What's funny though, you know, and I'm gonna wrap it up with this, guys. What's funny is that if you look at those names and you look at the position we're in, what if it was the Sabres from 2 years ago? Most of those guys would make the team this year, right? We're not in that position anymore. We're just not. We can kind of lay back and say, okay, we can develop them properly and with ease, you know? So those are the guys I came up with. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys see. I'll see you in the next one.